Hey guys, welcome back to Dark Souls 3, the finale, I imagine this will be. It has been a long journey since we started this playthrough, and I have had so much fun making it. But now, it is time for us to fight the final boss of the final DLC of Dark Souls 3. But before that, we are going to go to one more optional area, and the optional area is actually inside of the boss room. This whole area you see here that stretches on for miles is the boss room, by the way. It's one of the biggest boss rooms that From Software has ever made, I think. It is absolutely huge. And inside this massive boss room, there is an optional area you can go to right over here.
I've searched for thee, dark-stricken creature. I am Shira, daughter of the Duke, descendant of gods, and trusted friend to Medea. At once, I am the honor of the gods, the glory of fire, and the fear of the dark. Thou shalt not go unpunished for thy treachery, thy profanity, and thy shameless yearning.
She is kind of tough, not gonna lie. Not so good for me though, because I'm getting my ass kicked by it. Once again, I find it... That'd just be kind of cheap. How much fucking Estus? It's like a third Estus she's used. Yeah, not only does she have that super powerful miracle, but she has a pretty powerful weapon too. I believe you get that weapon when you kill her. If I remember correctly, it is called the Crucifix of the Mad King. That is the fourth Estus she's used. I am done with it. I am done with you already. I just want you to be dead now. Fucking finally she is out of Estus. Oh god, I don't really want to trade hits because it's not a good idea. So yeah. This is who we're gonna take on GAEL. Did I accidentally spoil? But yes. We'll get to more of that once we beat this woman. I did not know that AoE Scream did damage. Thought it just not. Guess I was wrong. Oh my god. She will not let me kill her. She's going out of her way to be as hard to kill as possible.
Never would I ever forgive thy lowly kind.
And never would I ever give King. That's the weapon that she uses. I believe it is considered a great mace. Oh, like a great hammer weapon. Oh, it's actually considered a halberd. Yeah, it's got strength and faith scaling. And it's got that weapon art that she was, or weapon skill that she was using that pretty much creates a little AoE scream that does a lot of damage. So yeah, there you go. It's an okay weapon. I don't really use it, and I haven't really seen other people use it, but I imagine with the scaling on it, and when you upgrade it enough, it's probably decent enough. In any case...
Really, no. Help me, please. The Red Hood is come to eat us, to eat our dark souls.
So this guy will actually crawl all the way to this room that you came in from in an attempt to see the princess, not knowing that she's already dead. And he won't make it there. He will die shortly before he gets to this room, so there's really no point in harming him or doing anything with him, for that matter. There are a few other things in this area we can get. There is actually a ringed knight that you can fight that I think drops another titanite slab if you'd like to go fight him. He's off in that direction somewhere, I think. But I don't think we'll be doing that. I think instead we'll just get straight to the boss fight. Slave Knight GAEL. He is the boss of this, the final boss of this DLC. And he is one of the coolest bosses in this game. I'm actually going to turn up the music even higher because obviously I will be muting my mic for this fight. Because he is pretty difficult, in my opinion. But his boss music is some of the best boss music in the game, honestly. Like, it's just so good. I'll turn up the sound effect volume as well, just to sort of keep that balance with the music during the fight as well. But I hope you guys enjoy it. And I hope you guys have enjoyed my playthrough too. Hopefully we can take this guy out on our first try. We'll just have to see what happens.
What? Still here? Hand it over, that thing, your dark soul. For my lady's painting.
Really quick, I just want to say, this is where the music gets good.
Is this the blood? The blood of the dark soul.
Oh, that's so rough. I should not have done the weapon art of my Moonlight Greatsword. That is what fucked me at the end there. Son of a bitch. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is Slave Knight GAEL, and he is a fucking badass. He has one of the coolest boss scenes in this game. I honestly still think that the Soul of Cinders boss theme is better just because it has a callback to the first Dark Souls game. But Slave Knight GAEL's boss theme is a very close second in my opinion. It is just so cool, which is why I cranked up the music so much. So I hope you guys enjoy that, because I certainly do. It gets me hyped for the fight, honestly. I actually feel like I do better in the fight listening to that boss theme. I'm gonna get one less Ashen Estus. I'm gonna trade one more Ashen Estus for one more regular Estus, just because I think having a little extra healing might be useful. My Pyromancy is doing a lot of damage to him, but I think 2 Ashen Estus is suitable for this boss fight. In any case, let's try again. If I have to, I will end up making this video an hour long. It's gonna depend on how long this boss fight takes me, but honestly, I don't imagine it'll take too much longer, since I don't think he's a super difficult boss, but I do think that it can take a while. So if this video ends up being an hour long, I'm sorry, but this is where I want to end things. And once again, I hope you guys have been enjoying this playthrough, because I've been enjoying making it. Let's try again. I knew I was low on health for like... I knew I was low on health for that little section there, but I was trying to get him... I was trying to get his health down a little bit more before I pop my Ember, because an Ember is a full heal. And I kind of want to save it for when I absolutely need it. So, yeah, sorry about that. Sorry guys, you're probably going to see me failing on the final phase of this fight a lot, because a lot of his attacks in his final phase are like multi-hitting moves, so it kind of throws me off a little bit every time he does that, but that's fine. I don't think it'll matter too much. I think what I'll end up doing is using the Ring of Steel Protection +3 over the cast ring, since I don't think the extra cast speed is really going to be necessary, since he doesn't really seem to attack me while I'm casting anyway. So I'll just stack a little bit more defense and see how we do this time around. Sorry if this, again, I'm sorry if this ends up taking a little longer than expected. But again, I'll make this video an hour long if I have to. that was the end, everyone. That was Slave Knight GAEL. And that was the end of the Ringed City. Slave Knight GAEL, the NPC that followed you through both DLCs. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure how fully fledged his storyline is, and I'm not entirely sure if I understand every bit of it. But my own interpretation of his story is that while following you through both DLC, and after breaking Filianor's egg and being transported into a version of Lordran tens of thousands of years into the future, Slave Knight GAEL, he waited for you, and he went insane through either hollowing or through the blood of his own dark soul. He desired to feast on the souls of other creatures while waiting for more people who possess the dark soul to come through, and that eventually led him to you. And it's what inevitably drove him insane in the first place. At least, that is how I have always interpreted Slave Knight GAEL's story. In any case, guys, this is the end. With the exception of Dark Eater Meteor, we have done everything the main game has to offer, and everything that both DLCs have had to offer. Once again, I would like to defeat Dark Eater Meteor, but that is just one boss I don't think I could ever defeat on my own. He has way more health than Slave Knight GAEL, and he also does way more damage. And there are just movesets about that boss that I don't fully understand, and it would take me far too long to get good at a boss like that. So someday I may upload a bonus video of me defeating Dark Eater Meteor if I'm able to do that in a recording. If not, I apologize. But that's pretty much it for our playthrough of Dark Souls 3, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this, because I enjoyed making it, and now I'm kind of sad that it's all over. But as always, I will be here, resting in Firelink Shrine, waiting for the next day to pick up this game and play again, because this game and its replayability are just infinite. One more thing we will do before ending off this playthrough is we will see what we can make with Slave Knight GAEL's soul. First thing you can make is his greatsword. It is a good quality greatsword with a little more leaning towards the strength scaling, but overall a decent quality greatsword. And it has a pretty good weapon art as well. Pretty much the same as like his weapon art, in that you like leap in a direction followed by like a spinning slash. Well, actually there's two different weapon skills. Yeah, so it's very like an in-depth weapon. And then you can also get his repeating crossbow, which is basically like a better version of the Avalon. The only issue that I would say is the fact that it doesn't have any scaling, obviously. But aside from that, it does have a really neat weapon skill as well, since you could pretty much auto-fire it with normal and strong attack cycles. But I digress. That's what you can make with this soul. I won't be making either of those, since that's not the build that my character will use. And I think with that, guys, we can now end off our playthrough. There is just one more thing we have to do, and it is something I said we would be doing after beating the second DLC. After you defeat Slave Knight GAEL, you acquire the blood of the Dark Soul. the blood of his own dark soul. And that blood is what you can use to give to the lady inside the painted world of Ariandel. And she will use it for her painting to create a whole new world. So let's give it to her. And then I think after that would be a perfect time to end off this amazing playthrough that I've done. No matter how many views I get, no matter how many subs I get, none of that matters to me any more than how fun this playthrough was to do and to record.
My thanks, Ashen One. With this will I paint a world. Please tell me thy name. I would name this painting after thee. My thanks. I will paint a world of that name. 'Twill be a cold, dark, and very gentle place. And one day it will make someone a goodly home.
And I think that's it, guys. Thank you for watching this playthrough through and through. And as always, I will see you all next time.